Now, if you're anything like me, and you do the Advanced Zoe Challenge every day, you might have noticed that a couple days ago, they released Update 40. And with Update 40 comes a new hero named Corvus, and he is a Spirit Walker. And he is an interesting hero, so I'm gonna show you a bit of him today. So, on hard mode, he costs $900, so you cannot afford him by round 1. You also cannot afford him on the first round of chimps. So that also does kind of suck, because, you know, sometimes you want to place heroes around with chimps. But let's read what he does. Corvus works well on the front line, weakening nearby balloons to harvest mana and channel powerful energies through his spirit companion. So, I'm going to place Corvus by the front. And as you can see, he's kind of like Geraldo. He has a UI over here. You can click spells. But unlike Geraldo, he collects mana from popping balloons. And with this mana, you can use spells. And these spells do different other things, but it's my monkey knowledge. He started on level 3, so I'm going to read 1 through 3. So level 1, haunted balloons are weakened and explode when popped, adding mana to another mana pool. Spirit attacks balloons anywhere on the map at Corvus' command. Learn Spear, Nourishment, and Repel. So what this means, every once in a while, Corvus will haunt a balloon, and when that balloon is popped, it will give him mana, and it will also explode. And the Spirit, that is his main attack, this guy, he can see across the entire map. And when it says learn, Spear, Nourishment, and Repel, those are spells. So let's read what Spear, Nourishment, and Repel does. So first of all, Spear. The Spirit gains a slow-firing energy spear that arcs off a small chain lightnings each time they pierce. Repel. The Spirit gains a force field that pushes balloons back whenever they are touched. And Nourishment sacrifices all mana and converts it into hero XP. Now, I'm not sure about this, but what I've been seeing is that I'm pretty sure Corvus levels up a bit slower than the other heroes. So, Nourishment, you definitely want to use that if you want him to get to level 20 before around 100. I can show off Spear right here, although it uses mana over time. Now, that's what I was just about to talk about. These 4 spells up here, I haven't unlocked all of them, but these 4 spells drain mana over time. Every other spell, once you use it, it'll be activated for a couple seconds, and then it'll go on cooldown. So only these 4 spells can be used practically infinitely, but it will drain your mana over time. Now, it does still cost mana to activate these, so it still doesn't work that well. And I just got to level 4. Spirit does more damage, learns Soul Barrier, and Trample. So Soul Barrier temporarily uses mana in place of your lives when balloons get past your defenses. So this is an interesting one. When I use it, it'll add lives to my lives. Now, it doesn't last very long, but it's still quite cool. And Trample, Stampede of Spirit moves down the track, crushing balloons on the past. Now, Corvus cannot naturally hit leads or camos or purples. So those are his main weaknesses. Now with Trample, he can pop leads and purples, but not camos. And that's when level 5 comes in, where you learn Frostbound, Aggression, and Vision. So Aggression, Spirit grows in size and attacks faster. Frostbound, the Spirit freezes balloons that it hits for a short time. And Vision temporarily lets the Spirit see camo balloons and remove camo property from anything it hits. So I'm going to use Vision, so I can give that round 24 camo. You see this spell only lasts for a little, and then it goes on cooldown. So I can't pop these purple balloons, so I'm gonna have to use Trample to pop these. Trample is quite a strong spell, especially works well on some long maps. Now you will see that he has an ability. Soul Harvest ability. Harvest nearby balloons in an instant. Learns Echo and Haste. I didn't go over Echo and Haste, I can go over that quickly. Spirit splits itself into two. Commands sent to one. Commands sent to one are sent to both. The Echo always targets first, and Haste, the spirit movement and turning speed are greatly increased. Now, with the ability, it'll harvest all balloons around him and give him some mana. To that, I'm going to use Nourishment to get some XP. It gets a level 6. And level 6 increases damage when haunted balloons explode, and the spirit does more damage, and learns Ember. Now, Ember, the spirit leaves a fire droplet on the track every few seconds that burns balloons going through them. So I'm gonna try and show that on this round by harvesting some of these lead balloons and then using Ember. And see, it is dropping little fires on the track, kind of like a wall of fire from a wizard monkey. But as you can see, yes, Trample can hit lead balloons. And we also have one I'm going to use Spear for this round. You can also drag it onto the map to use it, but you cannot turn it off without clicking this button. I'm going to save Spear for now. And so, one reason why this hero is not very accessible to everyone is that he costs 7,000 monkey money. He is, from what I know of, the most expensive hero in the game. I don't know how much Geraldo cost when he first came out, but that is why you are probably watching this video. Or you just want to know how to use him, which is fine too. He is a complicated hero, which could also be why they made him so expensive. Now, I'm not sure how other buffs works on him, like Jungle Drums or an Alchemist. I would assume the Alchemist just increases the damage with the Spirit. Also, level 7, Spirit Walk ability. Corvus can shift to a valid location, learns Ancestral Might and Maleficence. So Maleficence, it basically just says that the spirit merges with the spellbook and releases an intense balloon popping mist around Corvus. And Ancestral Might, the spirit merges with the spellbook, channeling the hand of the Ancient One to do massive damage. Now, I'm going to try and use that on round 40. Going to harvest Ancestral Might. And I'll also show off this ability. Now, it's just like the Legend of the Knight, or more specifically, the Dark Champion. Not the Dark Knight, because he can shift anywhere on the map. Doesn't need to be within a radius. He can shift anywhere. Which I kind of find that cool, but I don't see much use of it unless you're trying to, like, harvest something far away. And it has a cooldown, so still probably wouldn't be that useful. But, that's just my opinion. I'm gonna use this ability for now. Later on, I might have to get something else to pop mobs, because I don't think this guy has the best mob popping power. Now, I don't think this hero is as OP as Geraldo when he first came out. Like, it's not like you can just 1 TC. Like chimps. But he's still quite a good hero. He's not that bad of a hero. Level 8. Spiritual Balance means the mana pool fills faster when it is nearly empty. Haste gives increased speed and agility, and learns Storm. Now, Storm is a very cool ability. Spirit unleashes an onslaught of energy blades, so this basically turns into an Operation Dark Storm. Put in 9 MIB, just so you can pop purple balloons. But yeah, he has quite a bit of weaknesses, but most of his spells can deal with it. I think Camo Balloons is his main weakness. Purples are a problem too, but not as much as I believe it's Camos. I'm going to use Spear. Now you can see, you can use 2 spells at once, but it will drain a lot of mana. So I can try something. There's gonna be a lot of mana to use elements, which would be a big problem, especially if you're trying around and got mana to use help. It gives me more reading. But I think I'm able to save a ton of money, so I guess it's not necessarily good for that. I'm gonna try and show off Soul Barrier here. Soul Barrier. As you see, I get like 700 extra lives, but it doesn't last forever, and it uses a lot of mana. Now, I still don't think I was gonna live there, so I'm gonna retry. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to wait until harvest is back. What do you want now? It's your turn. Oh, just. How about idea? Yeah, alright. So let's not finish. Instead, try and use what I think we should do is use. There you go. Also, level 8, level 9. Level 9, sorry. Spirit base damage increased and does extra damage to Moabs. Frostbound can hit Moabs. Soul Barrier can block more balloons from leaking. So Frostbound can now hit Moabs. I'm assuming it'll just do like what the Snowstorm ability from the Ice Monkey does. I'm assuming it'll just completely like freeze them all. Yep, that's pretty much what it does. As you see, this hero is quite micro intensive, so probably not the best for as much of a casual player as me. I am definitely a casual player. I do not consider myself a competitive player. Oh, and level 10. So we got a new ability. The Dark Ritual ability harvests a huge number of balloons near Corvus. Trample does more damage to more balloons and learns Recovery. Ability? And then we'll do Frostbound. I think that maybe I'm not sure, but I don't buy because I still think an Energizer would be great. Also, level 11, we got Spiritual Attunement, means the spirit grows in power as the mana pool fills. Soul Harvest does more damage, and extra damage to ceramic balloons. Frostbound gains Permafrost. If you know what Permafrost is, Permafrost is balloons will move slowly even after being frozen. So, definitely a great improvement to Frostbound. I don't know if that applies to mobs, because generally, I don't believe that ability does work on mobs. I'm gonna use that ability now. Nourish. So, so I haven't used this ability at all. All spells are stopped, all attacks are paused, and Corvus and the spirit goes into a deep meditation to replenish spells at a rapid rate. So I guess once spells are on cooldown and you use this, they'll come back faster. But I'm only maining with Corvus, so I don't think that would be a good idea to have my only balloon popper get put into like sleep. Level 12. Increase damage when haunted balloons explode. Spear does more damage. Repel can push Moabs. Okay, so Repel seems good. Sure. So I haven't been using this ability a lot, also because it's not that great. Also, level 13, Ancestral Might does more damage and learns Overload. So let's see, Overload. Spirit detonates with overwhelming energy. A moment later, the spirit rebuilds from the wispy remnants. So kind of like a self-destruct, I think. Seems like it would do tons of damage. I'm gonna use Overload. Not like one shot. Very cool. So I missed a couple levels here. So 14 and 15. Spirit does more damage to balloons. Maleficence does more damage and extra damage to ceramic balloons. And Ember Fire drops more often and does more damage. Nourishment gives more XP. So let me try out this bonus. I guess it's good ceramic popping. Although it's kind of hard to tell with the covered spice going on. But I don't know. It still doesn't seem it was doing very well against ceramics. Level 16, Corvus has increased range, and the spirit does more damage to balloons. There's DDTs. So yeah, he got a ton of range. I don't know how useful that is to him, but I did see it increase the resistance, like, area of effect. Overload. Oh, that one. Maybe I should have put it to strong. Yeah, so I guess keep that in mind when you're using Overload. I guess put it on strong, because I guess it's always going to target the first. Seem to increase with any other. Oh, but let's see. Level 17. Haunted balloons are weaker, and explosions do more damage. Soul Barrier can block more balloons from leaking. I've only used Soul Barrier once today, and it didn't work out. That's all I'm gonna say. Although I could see it being useful in chimps, especially because you can kind of cheat having only one live. You can give yourself some more lives, but I still kind of find it cheating. But if you're trying to do like chimps or maybe even a race, Could be good for that. Even his level 10 ability could be good for races because his area effect or his maleficence. Yeah, I'm sorry, back quite early. But yeah, I guess that's that. I guess that's what he's good with. All right. So I heard that you can use this and then use overload. Have them both explode. So that did quite a bit of damage. Our little spike factor here literally has 1.3, probably gonna be 1.4 million pops. Corvus only has 676,000. Now I'm gonna keep going. He leveled up to 18. Storm energy blades hit more balloons and do more damage. Spear does more damage. So let's use Storm. Aggression. Yeah. Alright, he got to level 19. Corvus can haunt Moab class balloons. Trample does more damage to balloons. Alright, I'm just gonna buy level 20. So here we go, level 20. Spirit based damage increases and does extra damage to mobs. Ancestral Might does more damage and Overload does more damage. Okay, so for this round, I'm going to use Ancestral Might. And even with level 20, it does not seem that Corvus will be able to beat round 104. So what are my final thoughts on this hero? Well, he's alright. I don't know if he's worth 7,000 monkey money, but he's great in the mid game, and he's alright. As just a hero overall. He would probably be good in races, as he has quite a bit of area of effect damage. I don't know what hero is generally used in races. But yeah. If this video helps you out, please like, subscribe, do whatever to help the channel, as it'd be greatly appreciated. Or use my supporter creator code in the BTD6 or BTD Battles 2 shop before making a purchase. I'll see you next time. Bye.